regard to uranium reserves, if that's such a thing?
We have lots in this country, and other places in the world have lots of them. So that is just an economic decision. My company had for a while Phillips Uranium Company, and it lasted up until 1981, and suddenly it was not profitable. Yeah, just after 3 Mile Island.
Sounds like Horizon looking for nuclear, looking better than the supply horizon for oil.
Yes, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
It could sustain us if it were popular. Somebody else has a question?
In that list, how do you consider then the non-conventional fuels? That is not necessarily the oil that you drill, but like the science and
Consumable oil, consumable fuels, or fossil fuels in general. We have a number like the oil sands and the oil shales that are going to be the answer at some dollar price. And if you can lower that price so that it's competitive with any of these technologies, it's going to be part of the energy mix.
Well, is there a reason why they didn't make it to that list? Because
No.
there's a vast reserve, resource available that can become reserved with new technologies.
Yeah, and I was just listing this as alternatives to the fossils.
Oh, alternatives to the fossil.
Yeah,
But coal is a fossil.
that's true.
That's why I didn't see
Alternatives to standard oil. Yeah, I should have included that. And as I told you earlier, my company is interested in what we can do with those, and we're very interested in the tar sands. We have big production over there.
Right, and you have a big operation in Alberta
Yeah,
that produces for tar.
yeah.
Question is very much with the environment and how it is detrimental to the environment. And, so what kind of views your company has on that issue?
The oil shale issue is going to be an environmental one too, because our big reserves are where we don't have a lot of surface water. Here's another environmental issue that keeps coming up, the carbon footprint idea. And what do you do about carbon dioxide and global warming and all that? And it may surprise you to know that oil companies are very much into that. We are the best people at putting things underground and getting things out from underground. So we know about drilling wells and injecting carbon dioxide because we've been doing it for 40 years in parts of the world to get the oil out. Carbon dioxide is a detergent. It helps the oil let go of the rock flowing out. So I've been very much involved in some of these issues about can we capture it, can we pump it underground, and can we certify that it will stay there. And the issue you have to deal with is you have to certify that it will stay there for 1,000 years. And that's some untested law in that part of the world.
But CO2 is being used today to sort of push out the oil and gas. Right?
Yes, it is.
Have there been any incidents of CO2 escaping?
No. And what we've been doing lately is going into some of these wells that have seen CO2 for years and years and taking samples from the casings, taking samples from the cement, taking samples from the rock, and seeing very little alteration. Okay, one more thing and then we're out of time here. One innovative direction we're taking is going to the very, very small. Can we pump things down a well that will get between the sand grains and the reservoir and help the oil to move faster? Pump microbes, we pump little robots. It's a new direction for us. And I'll just skip that and say there's another thing here that allows people like you to solve our problems, because there's a thing called Tech Scout. You can go on and find companies that are posting projects or problems, and they'll have time remaining. It's like an eBay auction, and a success fee. If you can address that issue within 30 days, there's $10,000 for you. And that's out there with a number of things for anybody that is qualified to answer the question. So you have to sort of pre-certify, yes, I'm a chemical engineer and I know what I'm talking about. But it's a new way of community problem solving. Okay, for those who can stay, we will have a little talk. For those who have to leave, I'm glad you came. Thank you.